GG said that he left a present for me somewhere in a chest, but he doesn't remember which one. So, aha! There it is. Nice. I like it. The Draugr bow. Thanks, GG. This past week, we all came together in Beeble Bum's stream to have a little fun. That was fun. Here we are, cooperating. And to take down Bone Mass. Bye-bye. Which we did several times. Okay, so the Greydwarf Spawner over here is not as close to the water as I once thought. I have a couple more marked on a map, so I'm going to go see about using one of those locations as my Greydwarf Spawner base. I think I saw a spawner back in here. It's a lot of Grey Dwarfs. There's gotta be a spawner over here, right? I mean, they could all just be from that little building there, but I always find it funny when the mobs fight each other. Okay, it can't be too far from the water, or I wouldn't have seen it from the boat. There it is. I think this is good. Close to the water, but it's not so close and low that I'm end up getting water when I dig down. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna do box around it there, but the base to go forward towards the water in this direction. But gotta go see what angle our digging is gonna be at. Ugh, bad timing. Don't get out of my way so I knock this guy out. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm gonna start here. I know. I'm just digging straight down. And y'all don't know why. Did I hear a giggle? I'm not super far from the plains here. That is something I'll have to watch out for. You didn't have to die yet. You could have just hung back. Okay, so we get rid of this little bit of stone because they seem to be climbing up on it. Some people, when they're doing one of these, they put floor panels underneath the spawner. I've found that kind of hard to do, honestly. I found it easier just to dig a hole and knock 3 of them in, because once you have 3 of them in, it won't spawn anymore. So it'll only do 3 at a time. It's kind of fun. So, see, I got a hole close enough to the spawner that it counts as the ones spawned from there. And then I just push 3 of them in there. Whoops, missed. No, go over there. Why are there extras here now? Okay, come here, you. You need to come and get in. There. No, go in all the way. Go. Go. Thank you. So this little piece right here. That should be fine, I think. Okay, so I got my 3 trapped in there. So no more are gonna come out of this spawner. So that way I can walk around and work on building things without them constantly coming out trying to get me. So yeah, cool. I think I'm gonna make this my spawner base. So let's see, it looks like going right there is my straight line. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut off these outside parts so they're not in the way. Just gotta keep the center part intact. One thing that I did learn the hard way is that it's a good idea to protect this spawner in the initial phases. You don't have the protection of the base built up already. Because I did find the hard way that you can have a troll walk by and knock this thing out, and all the work that you put into it so far will just be wasted. So I like to give it a little bit of protection just in the beginning to prevent that from happening. Now, I don't know exactly how big this space is going to be. I want to give myself plenty of room because I'm going to have the spawner part of the base plus the regular building part of the base, a smelting part of the base, and some farming area. So what I'm going to start out with is putting the first major part of protection in place, which is going to be a moat. But I'm not going to do a moat just right up next to where I'm going to build. I'm going to do a moat that is much larger than what I actually need. That way I'll have plenty of extra space to keep mobs outside of my safe area. This is well outside where I'll need it to be. I'm going to avoid this copper. I'm going to start right here and go down to the water line. Okay, I've gone all the way to the water. I'm gonna go farther up. Okay, I've gotten farther back than I should need. Much farther back than I should need, so I'm gonna start going across. The moat doesn't have to be super deep. Most mobs can't jump. Okay, much farther this side than I'll need. So I'll start heading back towards the coast again. If trees fall in my moat and I can get by with leaving them there, I do. Because I think it looks better to have stuff in it. Camouflages it a little bit. Okay, now I have a moat going all the way around. Pretty good size area. Now that I have a moat around this whole area, I'm going to go through and place workbenches so that no mobs will spawn inside the perimeter. You did make sure and get the boundary of each workbench going to the outside of the moat. And then to make sure that I have the workbench areas overlapping, I'm going to carry a piece of wood along with me so it shows me where the edge of that boundary is, and I can estimate where to put the next workbench. And I'll walk back across the edges to make sure there's no dead spots that aren't covered where a mob could spawn. You guys still chilling down there? Uh-oh, I got a skeleton surprise before my defenses are all up, so they could spawn within my boundary now. Here they are. Fortunately, I have a little protection around my spawner. Oh, there you are. Any more? They're all coming from this corner up here because I don't have any workbenches up here yet. Get a little bit of stamina back. Skeletons aren't that strong, but in the skeleton surprise, you can get overwhelmed just by sheer numbers. If you can place it somewhere it's a little protected, that can help too from mobs throwing things at a workbench from outside the boundary. Okay, I think that covers everything, but I'm going to do one more check running all around the edges and up through the middle to make sure I don't have any gaps. Okay, it's all covered. Now it's safe enough for me to knock this barrier down and start digging underneath. I'm going to dig down pretty much as deep as I can go without hitting water. Okay, that's bedrock. Now I'll go around. Okay, now I got it in the center. I'm going to start whittling down the sides towards the center. Have to leave a little bit in the center for it to continue spawning. If you take all the dirt away, it won't spawn anymore. I'm starting to get right underneath it, so I'm going to start being a little bit more careful. I want it to not have enough of them to be able to stand on when they come out, but still have enough that it'll keep spawning. I think that looks pretty good. Seems pretty centered. They shouldn't have enough room to stand on anything. Here I am minding my own business. Got a foul smell from the swamp. First, I don't have any poison potion on me. Oh look, the Greydwarf's gonna help me with it. Oozers! Hard to deal with oozers without any poison potion. I'm still not high enough. Get away, get away! Oof. Good thing I keep a health potion on me all the time. Could pop home and get a poison potion, but I think it'll be gone soon enough. The smell is gone. Good. Go away. Means you can leave now. Okay, I'm going to take my metal over to the new base, and hopefully we'll get lucky and find a sea serpent along the way. Okay, now that I have my metal here, I can go ahead and make my stone cutter and get the spawner working. So it'll be providing me with supplies while I'm doing other things. Oh, how did you get in here? I'm gonna guess that they swam around the end, because I haven't done those yet. Oh look. There's only 2 guys left in the hole. One of them got killed by something. Interesting. So that made a new one come out down here. Well, I'm just going to have to block him off for a little bit. Okay. You just stay there for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to measure how close these hearths will fit in here. Alright, so I'm going to put this hearth into the column a bit so they fall right into it, into the fire. Put some on the side as well. Same thing on the other side. Okay. It doesn't have to be completely perfect because sometimes it's going to get broken and I'll just rebuild another one. So generally set up the shape it's going to be the area. I'm going to raise the ground a little bit on the outside. So if I AFK and they bust through, they won't be able to bust out of this level. Now up at the ground level. I think that needs to go out a little bit more. That was scary. That totally could have taken it out. Let's try and direct this one the other direction, please. Not on the spawner. Don't even think about it. How much would that suck if a tree took it out? I'm gonna light a little fire just to give me a bit more light in here to see at night. So I forgot to leave a dirt column out here, so I'm gonna have to build one back. 3 tiles down. So here. I'm making these columns so that when I put a roof on this, part of it will be touching foundation. I see you guys are still getting in here. I need to go add the enclosure at the ends going into the water. I assume that's where they're getting in. Yep, that's bedrock. So I have to go up over that part. Maybe I'll put my stairs out back to the farm in this corner. So I need to keep building this out. But I think I have enough in place that I can go ahead and have this start working for me. So let me get these fires lit. It's really most effective to use the braziers. They don't have to be fixed as often. But I don't have enough resources right now to do that. Can work my way up to that. Okay, so that's ready to go. Bye-bye. Go ahead and get these other guys knocked out. Bye-bye. Now they'll start respawning in there and turn into a never-ending source of wood, stone, eyes, resin, and of course trophies. I'll have more trophies than I know what to do with. Since they've changed it so that the fireplaces can be damaged, I'll have to come in every now and then, occasionally, and fix them. But these rectangle hearths hold up pretty well. They last a long time. And I have it built with it being down in the ground and a stone surround. So even if they destroy one of these, they're not going to be able to get out and destroy any of the rest of my base because they can't jump over the edge. So when that happens, then I'll just scoop up the resources, build the fireplace back, and it starts all over again. Easy peasy. Unlimited resources. Good luck with that. Bye-bye. And fire does so little damage, so to get the resources, just run around, jump out. That's it. And then I have all those resources. Ta-da! So now all the stone that I'm using to build this place, I actually got from building my spawner. I'll do the same with wood. How did that troll get in here? Definitely gonna go have to look at my coverage. Come over here, troll. Don't go by the spawner. Where are you at? Or was it on the outside? He's throwing stuff. But as long as he can't damage the spawner, that's all I care about. Come here. Alright. Greydwarf Spawnering in is one thing, but trolls is another because a troll could break my spawner. So, you just stop and look at my coverage, see how they're getting in. See, this is my guess. They're swimming around the edge, so I need to go ahead and extend that out into the water some. Yeah, my coverage is good. They're not spawning in here, so they're getting in the edges down there by the water. Okay, let's make another stone cutter over here. The range for the stone cutter is not as big as a workbench. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Start from within this edge here. If you want to get it out, you can put one on top, walk out a little bit, and then it'll automatically click to the one below. So that's how you can extend out over the water or edges. Now, since I don't have a roof on here yet, I'm gonna have to repair it. So even though the shaman is shooting poison at me, it doesn't even affect me because I'm a level higher. Let's see if that looks like it's out far enough. Probably. Might look cooler to have one more. Yeah, that looks better. Have 3 levels. You sneaking in? Is that how you're getting in? Yep. That's how they're getting in, right there. Well, we're gonna fix that. You gonna come in too? You swim across there? Especially when the water goes up. Hello, fish. I think that's far enough. If not, I'll come out another one. Ooh, there's a smell of sulfur in the air. Guess we'll see how good my workbenches are providing coverage now. I don't see anyone getting in. Oh, looks like there's some over there. On the other side of my moat. This is a good kind of raid to get. Missed. Dang it. The smell is fading already? Come on. Where are you at? Oh, one of them fell in the moat. Coal and circling cores. Bonus! I'm not having luck being able to get my floor in here because I hit whatchamadoodle. Bedrock. Never had that happen on a Greydwarf Spawner before. I don't like it. Just gonna have to find something to do to compensate for it. It's just not gonna look the way I prefer. Maybe I'll just use this section as storage for the trophies that add up. They're not really part of the building resources that I'll be getting from the spawner. Maybe trophies and dandelions. Do 3 chests for each. 4 for dandelions. Popped over to the Ashlands real quick to grab some more coal for signs. And I remembered I have an iron pickaxe now. I can go get this flame metal. Glowing metal. Flametal ore. Or flame metal ore. I think this is going to be used for the flaming sword. Once it gets added in. The Ashlands look so cool at night. Well, how did you get out? I've never had that happen before. the heck? How did he get out? Maybe this one's in here too high? Okay, I'm gonna incorporate this holding hole holding hole into the rest of my base. Yep, it's that one right there. It's too high. Need to drop that one down a tad. Okay, let's start working on some shelf storage because we're gonna need a lot. Okay, well, that's a good start. I think I'm gonna take a break from building and go explore the mountain. I'll see you there next time. In the meantime, check out one of these. And happy gaming!